Heyo, welcome to this video. And before we get into this, alright, before I say anything, I want to throw out a couple disclaimers. So first of all, I am just going to be talking over this, alright? The whole time, there's going to be footage of basically mostly Gale and my interactions with him going on in the background, and I will just be talking over it. So that's how the video is going to be. And I'm probably going to do this all in one take. That's right. I'm going to sit here for a whole hour, just about, give or take a couple seconds. And I'm going to rant about Gale. Because, you know, I saved my game and I was like, ooh, what's this portal? What's this hand? Who's this? And I decided to yank him out. And, you know, he says, yeah, go on, keep pulling. Like, buddy, what do you think I'm doing? Do you think I'm not pulling you as I'm pulling you? But anyway, unfortunately, after I pull this fucking piece of shit, god-awful, terrible man, I'm greeted with, oh, I'm Gale Waterdeep, apologies, I'm usually better at this. That's going to be my Gale voice. I know it's not very accurate, it's probably more closer to Asterion, but I like Asterion. Asterion is great, alright? I love him, and, you know, he's a scamp. He's a scoundrel, alright? Gale is a sad boy, fucking pathetic piece of shit. And anyway, sorry, I've gotten a little extreme already. I wanted to give another disclaimer that if you like Gale and you enjoy him, then, you know, this is nothing against you, alright? You know, this is going to be an hour of Gale, and if that excites you, this video is probably not for you, because I hate Gale. I hate Gale, I hate his guts, I hate the way he looks, I hate the way he sounds, I hate everything that comes out of this fucking piece of shit's mouth, alright? He's a motherfucker and a goddamn son of a bitch. But, so, first of all, the first thing, like, right off the bat, first thing he does is he fucking mansplains to you. He mansplains the fucking deadly parasite in your brain, and it's like, dude, I already know. I talked to Lae'zel, and Lae'zel, while being a bit mean to me, and was like, hey, we should probably focus on getting the fuck off this ship. And I'm like, hold on, I want to talk to you first. Give me all the info that I can. You know, I did that, and then now Gale comes in and he's like, oh, hey, let me explain to you the obvious, you know? And I'm like, alright, Gale, fine. I guess you can join me. I guess you can be in my party, you know? Like, I'm not gonna turn you away. And then also, like, he's such a fucking, like, nice guy, fucking prick-ass little bitch, where he's like, oh, before I get... Why didn't you thank me immediately, asshole? Why did it take you this long to realize you should fucking thank me for saving your goddamn life? I could have ripped your fucking hand off, and honestly, I wish I did. I wish I picked Dark Urge, and I wish I fucking ripped your hand off. But, anyway, so, yeah, as I said, this video is just going to be, like, literally an hour of Gale. Like, I think I've gotten pretty much every interaction and every moment of me talking to him.
You're a good sport. Go to hell.
Shut up, sport.
Everyday expression.
Like, this little moment, I like that, and then also the fact that he has a cat, which will come up pretty soon. Like, those are the only two likable things about Gale to me. The rest of him, everything else about him, I fucking hate. I cannot stand this man, and I am sick. I am sick to death of all the fucking stands out there. All the Gale stands who love their bitch boy, soy boy, beta male cuck of a fucking male wife. By the way, I'm fucking around, alright? I'm, you know, like, I would not genuinely call somebody a soy boy beta male cuck, but that is a very funny thing to say, and it's so fitting for Gale, alright? Quit brooding like a little bitch. Brooding is for Asterion and, like, me, alright? I brood. You know, I thought you're supposed to be, like, some fucking, like, what's the fucking dumbass thing of, like, Black Cat girlfriend and Golden Retriever boyfriend? Yeah, that fucking cringe ass shit. I guarantee you, that's Gale to a T. Alright? let's not even like pretend like this guy is fucking cool or sexy or like a fucking in any way, shape, or form attractive, because like he is just pure cringe. Like he's talking about poetry, and then like I ask him like, hey, why don't you tell me more about yourself, pal? Like you didn't really say anything. He's like, I told you enough. I'm doing my best. Huh? And it's like, and this is where he really starts to open up to me. All right, he fucking like starts letting me in on his secret, and his secret is that he's a fucking junkie, and he needs magical items, and he's too much of a useless fucking worthless piece of goddamn trash to do anything himself. So he needs you to gather up magical items for him. Brother, you are a wizard. Whiz yourself up some goddamn magical items. The fuck do you mean you need me to do your fucking dirty work? I'm not gonna do a fetch quest for you, Gale. I'm not your little fucking bitch, alright? Fuck you, Gale. I fucking hate Gale, and I fucking am sick of him. You know, honestly, the best part about this, the best part about recording this, is I don't have to listen to him fucking talk. I was being quite sincere. I'm so nice and kind and so awesome and sexy. And have you heard about my big penis? Oh, let me tell you about my big penis. It's almost as nice as I am, because, you know, I'm a super nice, handsome, beautiful fellow that just loves to respect women. Oh, I love respecting women, and I guess men too, all the time, you know, because I'm Gale. I'm everybody's favorite boy toy male wife.
Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item.
But, yeah, anyway, hey, welcome to 6 minutes into this. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty drunk, and this is just gonna be, like, unhinged rantings and ramblings about this motherfucker Gale. This goddess fucker Gale. And also, full spoilers, up until like Act 1 and maybe like a little bit, like a dip of the toe into Act 2. Alright? Because like, god damn it, man. Like, you know, like everybody, like every single companion has problems. And like, you know, the thing about all the rest of the companions, I like all of them. And like, I want to help them out. And like, I even help Gale out because like ultimately at the end of the day, I myself am a nice guy. Alright? But I'm not a nice guy, you know? I'm a fucking asshole and a piece of shit. Don't like me. Don't be parasocial with me. Alright? Leave me a fucking hate comment. Dislike the goddamn video for all I care. Do you think I care what you think? I don't give a single fuck about what you think. Alright? This is my fucking video, and I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. And, yeah, honestly, that sounds terrible. I see no fucking upside for this. See no upside to this for me.
Valid question.
But, you know, again, like, I'll take Gale in, because honestly, I don't want him fucking with anyone else, you know? Like, better to have him with me and permanently at my camp, rather than have him out there bothering people. Innocent people that have done no wrong, you know? And I haven't done anything wrong. I don't know what I did to deserve Gale in my fucking party, but I did something. And I see constantly, all the fucking time, people defending Gale, people coming to his defense and being like, why does everybody hate Gale? Gale's so sweet and nice, and he's just a good guy. He's just a good guy who's trying his best. And it's like, is this his best? Is this the man's fucking best? Because if it's his best, then like, I'm sorry, bro. You should do what your fucking goddess is telling you to do. Nah, I'm kidding. Gale would never actually follow through with that, because that would require Gale to do a good thing, you know? And even if he did do it, the whole time he'd be like, oh, I'm so sad, but, you know, I have to do this. I have to do something good, you know? And, like, this guy gets, like, way too familiar, way too quick. And before you come in with, oh, it's a glitch that he falls in love with you, blah, 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 it's not a glitch, alright? This was the game as designed, as intended, and the guy falls in love with you instantly because he's a lonely sad boy that has never fucking felt the touch of another human being ever since he broke up with his fucking ex-goddess, you know? or actually, from at least from what I know, the ex-goddess broke up with him. It was not mutual. But yeah. Anyway, this is a great example of why I personally hate Gale. Like, first of all, shut the fuck up, Gale. I don't care if you approve of me saving this goblin. Alright? I'm saving the goblin because I like being defiant and I like doing shit, you know? I'm a barbarian. Take your shot. See? That's fucking sweet. That's fucking cool. Something Gale would never do in a million goddamn years because he's a little fucking bitch baby who's too cowardly to do anything other than whinge about, be sad, and complain. That's all this man fucking knows. He knows how to whinge and whine and cry like a little fucking baby. Gale, I don't know how old you are, but you look like you're well over 30, so fucking act like it. Act like a goddamn man instead of this fucking, like, misty-eyed, fucking angsty teenage boy. Like, it's so fucking pathetic. It's so sad that every time this man opens his mouth, it's to be like, oh, I'm either really cool or I'm really sad and I suck and I hate myself and you should hate me too because, like, I'm just so awful and bad. And, like, of course, Gale has fucking something to say. What do you have to say, Gale? He's like, oh, and again, I think this is a really great bit. Let me know what you think about this bit. But, like, this bit, I'm going to parody it as Gale is telling his story here. But, you know, this whole story is like, oh, you know what? This reminds me of the time when I was in a situation much like this. And then, you know, I pulled out my big old penis, my wiener, and then I was like, everybody, look, I have a big old cock. And then everybody looked and they were amazed, they were stunned. Everyone fell to their knees, all clambering and fighting to suck upon it. And I said, please, please, everyone calm down. There's enough of my dick to go around for everybody, because I have magically enhanced myself and I can last for hours, because, you know, I care about your pleasure more than my own. And yeah, that's essentially how this story fucking reads to me. It reads as fucking Gale saying, oh, I have a big dick and I'm super cool and awesome. Like, honestly, this is something I find myself doing occasionally. Like, whenever you see, like, a video and you want to leave a comment, like, I see this a lot of the time. Like somebody will post a video and then somebody will leave a comment that is just about themselves. You know, it's like you see somebody's TikTok about Baldur's Gate 3, and then you say, oh, hey, this reminds me of what I did and how I did things, and it's all about me, actually. I know this is a post that you made about you and what you did, but listen to what I have to say and what I did and how I am, you know? Like, that's very much how it is. And then, also here in the background, this poor little girl is getting tortured by this fucking bitch of a goddamn elf. And even though I'm a barbarian, I tried to roll for intimidation, and I got a 9 when I needed a 15. So, this didn't quite work out for me. And now, you might be wondering, hey, why is this happening now? You know, I thought this was all about Gale. And you'll see in a minute why I kept this all in. Because on one hand, I kind of like these little brief asides where I can just talk and don't have to pay attention to the footage that's playing in the background. Not that I've been doing that at all this whole time. But like genuinely, Gale strikes me as this smarmy, narcissistic, fucking, I don't know what the exact word or adjective or descriptor of it is, but he's like such a brown noser, you know? Like, he just wants to suck up to you and wants people to like him. And, like, I don't know, me personally, I find that so fucking annoying. Like, I don't know. This is gonna be about as much about me as it is gonna be about Gale. All right, because Gale is this fucking like pathetic, sad sack of shit, and like even when this motherfucker dies, he still requests more of you. He's like, oh, you have to revive me. The world lays in my fucking hands. Like, okay, we're 15 minutes into this. This is gonna be probably the meanest thing I fucking say. But Gale feels like a self-insert from the sad, pathetic loser writer who fucking wrote Gale and was like, oh, I'm so cool and awesome, let's write Gale like this. I don't know, I'm being a little harsh there, you know, maybe, Gale was probably written by multiple people with different perspectives, but like, it just reeks to me of fucking nice guy incel-y bullshit of like, oh, I'm so smart and so handsome and so hot, and yet nonetheless I'm not good enough, and you know, I make mistakes, and like my problem is I'm too nice and I'm too caring and I'm too loving, and it's like, god fucking damn it, do I hate you, Gale. And honestly, Gale, least favorite companion. Second least favorite companion, fucking Shadowheart, and we'll see why here in a moment. But like Shadowheart, well, like Gale gets my biggest bitch reward. Gale is the biggest bitch, and he's just a little fucking bitch the whole fucking time. But Shadowheart, she gets the reward of the biggest cunt. And now that's iconic. Being a cunt is nice and fun and great, and also, you know, somewhat shitty because you're a cunt. But like, Gale's not like a bad bitch. Gale's not like a good bitch. Gale is just a bitch boy. He is a bitch boy. He is no man. He is a sad, pathetic, fucking smarmy fucker who does nothing but waste my fucking time, waste my fucking resources, and makes all of his problems my problems because he can't fucking deal with them on his own, you know? Anyway, as you can probably tell, I'm super drunk. I have to take a piss, so I'm gonna take a fucking break. Heyo, I return drunker and higher than before.
I need to be absolutely
so, anyway, Gale asked me to humor him, not realizing that I have been humoring him this whole time, you know? And he has not humored himself once to me. Like, this man has not done, like, a genuinely funny thing ever at any point during my playthrough. All he's done is been sad and pathetic and a super ginormous, humongous, gargantuan loser. And, Shadow Cunt here earning her prize as the heart of the gang, or sorry, Shadowheart earning her prize as the cunt of the gang. But no, don't get me wrong, I like Shadowheart somewhat, you know, like I get the appeal for her and I understand why people like her, but personally, I don't like her. She's my second least favorite. Can you guess who my least favorite is? Can you guess who's at the bottom of my list? Who's at the fucking at the end of the leaderboard, bottom fragging with a fucking 0.1 KD because out of like 20 things this motherfucker said to me, I have like 2 of them. But anyway, none of this happened, and this was all fake because not only did everybody die, I died eventually. I kind of just stood there and let myself die. Anyway, we're starting here back in the beginning of the Grove. Ooh, look at that flashback. And here's Gale, just, you know, judge Gale for yourself here. What do you think about Gale in this situation? Like, he's not awful. I don't hate what he has to contribute to the conversation, but at least for me, he doesn't say anything. Like, you add nothing. All you do is take up space and time saying shit that I don't give a fuck about. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know. What do I pick? Do I even have this in of what I pick? Yeah, I think I just say we need to go. Yeah, and then Gale's like, oh, it's always a good idea to befriend a wizard or it never hurts. Gale, I hurt every single day that I befriended you. I feel nothing but pain and misery having befriended you. Alright? You're the worst, Gale. And speaking of how you're the worst and how much I hate you, you know, I'm glad you have all that to say, but here's what I have to say to you. Fuck off back to camp. Never talk to me again. You're gonna stay in camp for the rest of this. Every time I talk to Gale after this, it will be in camp, because I do not have this motherfucker in my party. Because look at Will here. Alright? If you love Gale, if you're on your knees sucking and licking the taint that fucking Gale has, and you don't like Will, fuck you. Like, genuinely fuck you. Gale is a piece of shit and a fucking asshole. Will is genuinely like a wonderful guy and interesting and cool and suave, you know, like all things Gale wants to be but never can be, because he's a fucking nerdy piece of shit. Just embrace yourself. Like, it's the fact that his name is Gale, G-A-L-E instead of G-A-I-L. You know, if it was Gale, something nerdy like that, I would like him more. But I don't. And that's why Shadowheart is also the cunt of the gang. Don't be mean to Will. Alright? Be mean to Gale, please, for the love of anything. And then, that's what he thinks about Will. Of course, he looks down on him because, you know, he's a warlock and he's a wizard, and being a wizard is so much cooler than being anything else. So anyway, fun fact, I got to the point in the game where Astarion, I say Astarion because that's how I pronounced it until I've heard him say it, where he goes, Astarion. But, yeah, not only do I get a 2, I then follow it up with a 1. And, I try to stab him. Doesn't quite work out for me. I meant to go for the heart, but I kind of got the stomach instead. And now he's gone forever, never to be seen again. Not like I was using him in my party anyway. Honestly, it's just been like all the gals as soon as I recruited Karlach. Until I recruited Karlach, Will was in my party. And before Will, it was Gale. And that's an order of my likability of all those characters. And here's fucking Gale, Captain Obvious, sharing that, you know, oh, he tried to, yeah, I know, Gale, I was fucking there. He was the one who tried to bite my neck and drink me. I know, Gale! I was there! It was me! God damn it, dude. I hate this fucking man so much. Like, he's just a mansplaining fucking airheaded piece of shit. And before you start getting upset with me, I did load the save. I just wanted to see what would happen. Alright? I'm not gonna kill Astarion. I love him. You know? It honestly is a debate between, I mean, I think I like Will more, personally, but I understand why people like Astarion. I don't understand why people like Gale. I mean, I do to a certain extent, like, he's the sort of, like, sad, fucking piece of shit, fucking slimy motherfucker that could worm his way into the hearts of people who have, like, a modicum of empathy. And, like, I honestly, the reason why I don't like this fucking guy is because I have too much empathy for him. I relate to him a little too much. Like, I don't know, at some point, you know, you gotta realize you're like a piece of shit and you have to grow and change and evolve as a human being, and like, you don't have to be this fucking lapdog that is just seeking the approval of anybody and everybody. And like, you know, personally, I am me. I'm gonna be who I am. I don't care if you don't like me. I am who I am. Gale is me if I decided that the thing that mattered the most to me was people caring about me, you know? And here I am asking all about his fucking problem with having to eat my magical artifacts, which I mean is fine. It's not like I really lose out on much, but like, I don't know, man. There's no other companion that comes up to you and is like, hey, you, I have to make my problem your problem. Like, I mean, Lae'zel, encourages you to go to the creche, and like I can understand if you don't necessarily want to do that, but like, you know, you can choose not to and she'll stay in your party. Like, I assume if I don't feed Gale his stupid fucking magical artifact, he'll keel over and die like the fucking pussy little bitch boy he is. And you know, again, I fucking hate this guy so much. Also, I think I went past it, but if you're wondering why I paused, it was because I agreed to hang out with Shadowheart, because I was like, oh, I'll hear what you have to say, Shadowheart. And I didn't realize that was interpreting it as, oh, you're interested in Shadowheart. Like, no, I'm not interested in Shadowheart. I'm not interested in Will. All right, there are 2 people I'm interested in. Well, 3 actually, and that's Karlach, Lae'zel, and Will. All right, those are the 3 people I want to romance, and those are the 3 people that I like the most. All right, the rest of y'all, you can go fuck yourselves. All right, go fuck each other for all I care. I seriously don't fucking care. Like, ooh, wow, look at you. God, he's so unlikable. God, I want to punch him in his fucking face. God, do I hate him. He's such a fucking smarmy, cringy fucking little bitch boy. God damn it. How do people like this guy? People love this dude. People fall on their knees to fucking suck the cock of this man. And like, hey, I get it. You know, if you want to suck cock, that's fine by me. But like, I chose the 3rd option there, by the way. But yeah, I don't fucking get this dude. All right. Yeah, you ask too much. You're such a like a needy little fucking baby man. Like, you're an adult, Will. Look at your fucking, or sorry, Gale. Sorry, I might do that occasionally. Every time I say Will, if I'm talking negatively, I mean Gale, of course. But, like, I don't know, it's the fact that it's one-syllable names, both ending in L. I confuse them a lot, and I sincerely apologize for that. But, oh, yeah, no, like, that's, of course, what he says after you, recruit Karlach and Will, you know? Goddamn poetry little bitch. Like, no offense to you poetry folks out there. Like, I can like some poetry, but like poetry to me is like the cringiest, most like fucking worthless of writing. Like, write anything you want, just don't write fucking poetry. You know? Write a song. Write like a note. Write like a story. Don't write fucking poetry unless you want to. You know, do whatever you want, of course. Unless you're Gale. If you're Gale, you can go fuck yourself, and you can shut the fuck up and fucking learn to straighten up and act right and stop acting like a little fucking bitch boy baby man who can't fucking handle anything other than being praised and constantly flirted and placated like you're a fucking child.
More's the pity you've already found someone else to make merry with.
But, yeah, no, it's... Yeah, here we go. This is the part where I discovered that I was romancing Shadowheart, and I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I don't fucking like Shadowheart. She was just like, hey, do you want to talk? And I was like, yeah, sure. The same problem happens with this fucker, where if I had not talked to Shadowheart, it would have been like, hey, do you want to see a magic trick? And it would have been like, no, Gale, all right? And if I were to see your magic trick, you know, I'm just saying how it's going to end. I'm going to peg you, Gale, all right? I'm going to peg the shit out of you. I hope I didn't say Will again when I was referring to Gale. I feel like it did. I might have, might not have. Again, I'm really high and really drunk, so I hope you can forgive me. I'm like Gale. I'm fucking apologizing, but you know what? I don't apologize. I'm a fucking human goddamn being. I make mistakes. I fuck up. I do the wrong thing every now and then. I say the wrong name when I mean to say a different name, all right? And this fucking guy, this guy's just like nothing but mistakes. Hold on, is this when he... Yeah, this is when I give him like another magical artifact. What a smarmy little fucker. Like, I hate this guy. I really did not want to give him a fucking magical item. And like, you know, here I am looking through all my different magical items, be like, well, I don't necessarily want to give up any of these because, you know, I'm using like the first 3 and the other 3 can be useful if I figure out the right person to have them. And I was thinking about giving up that one, and I was like, eh. And then I was thinking maybe that one, and then eh. And then I was thinking that one, and then I was like, meh. And I think I eventually went for the mace. But, you know, like, I understand. He only asked for, like, 3 magical items from you. But, like, oh my god, he's so unlikable. He's such a fucking, like, I don't mean to keep saying bitch constantly.
Each time
but, like, I don't know how else to describe him as, like, a weak-willed little fucking cowardly piece of shit that stands for nothing and sulks like a fucking child whenever he doesn't get his way.
It never feels
like
right.
Like here he is fucking complaining about how, you know, he has to fucking sate his magical hunger inside of him, and like he can't fucking handle it, you know? All right, what the fuck can I do to help you, man? And then he's like, oh, you do too much for me, more than you realize. You're my muse. You're the love of my life. You're so wonderful. You showed me a kind, loving hand, and now I can't help but get down on my knees and kiss it and love you for who you are. Gale, I barely know you. Every time I've kept you around, it's just because I'm nice. It's just because I don't want you to be out there on your own, fucking with other people and making them as miserable as you make me, you fucking sack of shit. Alright? You know, again, what a fucker. Yeah, you had to repeat the same thing twice, you know? I know I've been repeating the same goddamn thing this whole fucking video, but that's kind of what you signed up for. Well, I hope that's roughly what you signed up for.
Far comfier surrounds.
And then, we're getting to the funny parts. We're getting to the good goddamn fun parts. All right.
Ink glinting in the firelight.
And then I'm like, I don't want to say sounds fun because that's cringe. And then I say, are you talking about your cat?
Tara is not
And then
any cat.
this motherfucker earlier in the goddamn fucking conversation with him, he's like, oh, I talk to my cat all the time. And then I go, are you talking about your cat? And he's like, she is no mere cat. She's so much better and smarter than... Then why did you call her your cat earlier, pal? Why is she literally your cat? Like, I get it. You're a sophisticated, fancy pants, fucking do-gooder, holier-than-thou wizard. But, like, can you get off your fucking high horse? And no, I don't want you to get off your high horse and hang yourself on a fucking noose, you goddamn pathetic piece of shit. I want you to fucking get your shit together. Alright? He's like, oh, I've given up on myself, but my cat still believed in me. Like, fuck you, man. I've had those times. I've had times where I felt like shit, and I feel like fucking nothing, and I feel like the only person, the only thing in the fucking world that loves me is my little tiny kitty cat. But like, I don't know, man. I do things for my cat. My cat doesn't do things for me, you know? Like, my cat fucking meows at me and asks to be pet. That's what my cat asks of me. And to pick up her shit, I guess. Alright? And Will, you're a human being. Stop asking me to pick up your shit, pal.
She was always telling me I needed to spread my wings.
Oh, yeah. And then, I don't know if I already asked him that, but, like, I didn't even need to ask this question. It's like, oh, you're a lonely, sad piece of shit who doesn't have any friends? Like, no shit, Gale. I could have fucking told you that. I guessed you didn't have any friends by the way you talk and the way you're such a fucking smarmy little prick boy. And he's like, sadly not, if I'm being entirely honest. Like, Gale, stop. Like, you're not being entirely honest. You are putting up an act. You are acting like something that you are not. You're trying to seem cool. You're trying to seem mysterious. You're trying to seem like this really awesome, like, badass, interesting, fucking genius wizard. But you're just like a dumb shit and a fuckface. Like, I don't understand why people fucking like you. And I was so tempted to say, I wouldn't call this a friendship, you know? He's real lucky I was feeling nice that day, you know?
I'll be loath to waste
And then,
the time
of
someone
course,
who's become rather
he's
important to me.
fucking, like, completely overboard. Like, hey, buddy, cool it. Keep it in your pants, pal, alright? I don't care how big your fucking dick is.
Understood.
Like, I don't care about your
No more
dick.
on the
I
subject
care
from
about
me.
the person attached to
Consider
the
this
dick.
budding
The
romance
person
thoroughly
attached to the dick
Though I hope
is a
our
fucking
friendship will
tiny
not
little
find such a
prick
bright
and a fucking
Go,
pathetic
enjoy your
piece of
evening.
shit. I'm not
Nothing
interested
better for
in
the
that.
heart than a good night's
Friendo,
rest.
Palorino,
Mine is glad to
buddy.
know I'll have the pleasure of
Alright?
your company
Get out of
again
my
tomorrow
fucking
morning.
face.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again.
And then here he
She
is
told me
talking
our
about the
purpose
dream
was to
visitor.
take
I
on
didn't get
this
the first
cult of the
conversation because I
absolute,
didn't realize
to
that was a
infiltrate its ranks
conversation you
and
could have
bring
at
it
camp.
down from the
I thought
inside.
I was the only one who was getting
She even offered me
visits
greater
from
powers.
this dream visitor,
The
but
result
no,
of
turns
some
out they've been
manipulation
visiting
of the
everyone in my
tadpole's
camp.
psionic
The
abilities.
slut.
Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see
I'm
no
kidding
harm
around, by
in
the way.
considering
Nothing
the
wrong with being a
benefit this
slut.
offer
Nothing
might
wrong with
afford
being
us.
a whore. You know, that's
Could be the
what
only way to
you want to
reach
go
its
for.
source in one
But,
piece.
you know, like Gale wants to be a slut. He wants to be like this, like he doesn't even want to be a slut because like being a slut, like at least I get that, man. But he wants to be like a player. He wants to be like the fucking prize catch, you know? He wants to be the best you've ever had. And it's like, Gale, you were the
Honor the
worst,
vigor with which you
buddy.
uphold your
All right?
principles.
And he's like,
Remind
I
you that the
admire you
evils of the
fucking
absolute are far greater
shut
than any moral
up, man.
compromise
God
we
damn it.
might
I
make
don't
by using
fucking
our
care.
tadpole's full
Like,
potential.
oh my god, you're so
confidence in our
miserable.
existing capabilities
Stop
is quite
talking to
rousing,
me.
though.
Oh my god,
that
I
spirited
really
enthusiasm will
truly
be
do
strength enough
hate
to
you,
subdue
and
the
you're
cult when the
such
time
a
comes.
fucker, man.
My
A
condition
goddess
likes being
fucker.
ignored
And
as
you
little
fuck
as
like
I
the
do.
worst goddess, because the
Must
worst
assume
goddess
our
is the one that fucks you.
Soon.
Gale of Waterdeep. Oh, I'm water deep in this pussy. Yeah, that's fucking great, Gale. I don't fucking care. Here, take a third thing from me. Take a third fucking thing, because you haven't taken enough. Because, you know, having you steal all my shit and have all my fucking things wasn't enough for you.
Thank you.
Alright? Have some fucking armor. Because you're such a little fucking baby, man. You can't go 5 fucking seconds without injecting yourself with some goddamn fucking magic essence. Like, damn it, bro. You're a fucking wizard. You should have magic essence flowing through you like
Good
cum
gods.
flows through you. You fucking jagoff.
Hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on
And
my
like,
soul.
even now, he's
Listen, I
still
need to
not
speak to you
over
totally.
his ex. Like,
unconscionable
damn,
of me to
bro.
remain
She
silent.
broke up with you. Fuck her. Fuck her. Go on your own shit. Go off,
And the ways
king.
it might have been.
Be what you want to be.
You have
Do
to
what
know
you
who
want
I
to do.
was.
Be free from the expectations
who I
from this
really am.
fucking crazy immortal
am
bitch. You're
is a
immortal.
walking
You're a
shadow of
human
the
being.
promise I once
You
held.
shouldn't have to measure up against a
one
fucking
might call a
goddess, but
wizard
yet
prodigy.
nonetheless you feel like you have
From an
to
early age,
because
could
you're
I
a
control the
fucking
weed,
moron. Because you're a
compose
dumb
it.
shit, idiot, dipshit, motherfucking
musician, or
goddamn
poet.
asshole
Such was
idiot.
my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the lady of
Yeah,
mysteries.
please go
The
on.
goddess
Tell us
Mistra.
more
She
about the
revealed
love of your
herself to me
life.
and
You
she
know,
became my teacher.
like this is so
In time, she
interesting.
became
You
my
know,
muse.
and like
Later, even my lover.
problematic. Buddy, if she was your teacher, maybe you shouldn't have like started a relationship to her. And then of course I say the dickhead option because it's always fun to say that. Come on, past me. Pick the
I
choice.
am,
You're probably
after
saying
all,
something, but listen,
the
I'm
villain
saying
of the
things
tale.
now, and I want this
We
scene to
enjoyed
move
each other's
on so I can
company.
read what's happening.
Body, mind, and soul.
And
even so,
yeah,
I
here we
desire
go.
more.
This is the most
See,
unlikable
no
thing
matter
this
how powerful a
motherfucker
wizard We
does.
mortals can become.
He's like,
We never scratch
oh
more than the
man,
surface
you
of the
know,
weave. Mistra keeps us
I'm
in
so
check.
powerful and awesome and cool,
There
and
are
I'm like the best
boundaries she
wizard
doesn't let us
ever, but like
cross.
I'm nothing compared to this
Every time
goddess, you
I
know?
was with her.
And
I stood
like,
on the precipice, gazing into the wonders.
you
that
know,
lay
I'm
beyond.
this like privileged little
I sought to
fucking
cross her
bitch boy
boundaries.
who gets everything he fucking wants, but then I go out like fucking Ariel and I'm like, I want more. Ariel was trapped underwater with a fucking abusive,
to
terrible
convince her.
father. You're just a
Counted.
fucking bitch,
Pleaded.
Gale. God
Swore
damn it.
My ambition was only
All
to
right.
serve her better.
And
She only
yeah, I
smiled and
pouted,
told me
I
to be
pleaded,
contented.
I swore my ambition was only
Inconceivable as
to
it seems to me
serve.
now, I share
Buddy,
the bed with a
get on
goddess.
your fucking knees
Yet I
and,
wasn't
like, can I
satisfied.
gag this motherfucker?
So I
Can
sought
I
to
give him
prove
a ball
myself
gag
worthy
and
to
tell him
her
to shut the
instead.
fuck up for the rest of the
Come
time
now
he's
to
with
the
me?
crux of
Alright?
my
I don't give a
folly.
single shit what
I
you
share the
think
story
about what
behind
I
it, or would you
fucking
rather
do,
head
Gale.
straight to its
Alright? I don't
sordid
give a single
finale?
shit about what anyone thinks about what I fucking do, because I'm the goddamn leader. You're all fucking following me. Alright? If I was following
Suffice
you,
it
then
to
I
say,
wouldn't
I
fucking
obtained
question
an
everything
obscure
you do and
ancient
be like,
book.
oh, I like
Locked
that, or
away
oh, I
inside
didn't like that.
much
I keep that
poverty
shit to my
besides.
fucking self some of
It's
the
a fragment
goddamn
of the
time.
primal weave locked out of time. Locked away from Mistra
But yeah,
herself.
this kind of seems like
What if,
this motherfucker
I
got
thought,
too greedy. He
what
got
if,
too big for his britches,
all
and he
this
kind of
time,
fucked himself and ruined
I
his
could
goddamn
return
life.
this lost
You
part
know?
of herself
And I don't know why he
to the
expects me to
goddess.
sympathize with him and to be like, oh my god, I'm
Absurd, this
so
deed of
sorry that
raw
happened
power,
to you,
draped
Gale.
in
I'm
romance,
so
would
sorry
convince
that you're
Mistra to take
facing
me
the
by the hand
consequences
and
of your own
welcome me into her
actions.
hitherto
I'm so
forbidden
sorry that
domains.
someone told you not to
I
do
was
something
mistaken.
and you didn't respect their boundary and
obtained
went
the
against
fabled
their
book
wishes and did
took it
something
into my
stupid,
study.
and now you're gonna get yourself fucking
As to what
killed.
happened
I'm
next.
so sorry that happened to you, Gale.
Place your hand
And
over
then
my
of course
heart.
he's like, touch me.
Let me show
Touch
you.
me, please. And I'm like, I don't really know about that, but I guess I'll touch you on your heart.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is.
And then of course the tadpole has to quiver, and then he grabs your hand like a fucking weirdo freakazoid goddamn fucking piece of shit scummy fuckface.
And suddenly opened.
Oh man, of course there's a book. Inside there are no pages, only a swirl mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs its way through and becomes part of you. And God's, is it ever hungry? Like, Gale, this is exactly the fate you deserved. It seemed like you were the fucking hungry little hippo that couldn't stop himself from eating from some fucking magical, mystical bullshit, my guy. Get your fucking... Alright? Get your fucking heart away from my hand, you fucking
That's only the
disgusting slime
This
ball.
netherese blight. This
orb.
for lack of a
Honestly,
better word,
talk about
built
an
up
orb
inside my
more, you know?
chest.
Like, that's what's cool about
Needs
wizards,
to be
is they
fed.
talk about
As
orbs,
long as I
and
absorb traces
they're,
of
like,
the weave from
mysterious,
potent
and,
enough sources,
like, you know, they're
remains
powerful,
quiet.
yet they're calm and cool
never
and
fully
collected
destabilized.
and confident in their abilities, and, you know, sometimes they won't let you in on what they're doing, and, you know, they'll kind of be, like, smart and intelligent, and, like, Gale's, like, I can't call Gale smart. I can't call him a smart, intelligent, good little boy who passed all his exams in school. Because, like, he just thinks he is. He thinks because he can
will
follow
erupt.
orders and be the littlest
Don't know the
bitch,
exact
that,
magnitude
like,
of the
he's
eruption, but
better
given
than
my
everyone
studies
else
in
for
Netherese
some
magic,
fucking reason. Like,
so even a
I
fragment as
seriously
small as the one
fucking
I
hate
carry,
this guy.
it'd
Alright?
level a
He
city
doesn't
the
know
size
shit,
of
and yet
Waterdeep.
nonetheless feels a need to say everything and anything that's on his fucking mind. Alright? I don't know.
Every
Yeah, I think I
waking
said
moment.
unbelievable.
Every
And
dreaming
then-
moment too.
But there's
was
no
no
way
way
out over getting
All
over
of
my
this.
ex and not being cursed
feel like a
by the
betrayal.
consequences of my own actions.
Say the word.
And then,
And
of
we'll
course,
follow
he pulls the fucking sad little puppy dog eyes. He's like, if you really want me to leave, then I'll go, and I'll never come back. You know, you just say it. You just
step out
do
of
the
the protective
movie
aura of the
thing of like,
artifact.
I don't want you anymore.
won't be
Go,
long
go.
before the
You have to
absolute
get out of
devastation.
here. And you throw pebbles at me,
I've
and
never
then
let
I
that
go
happen to any
like the
friends with
sad
me.
little dog that I
would
am.
Consume some midnight
Fucking hate this
tears
guy.
and venture as deep into the
And
Underdark
by the
as
way,
I possibly
understandable
could.
if you hate me.
Till I cloud my
Going through
eyes
all
for
this, I don't know
another.
how you got 43
With a bit of
minutes
luck,
into
I've
the
managed to
video.
make it to a mind
But
flayer
like,
colony,
I
so
don't know,
when
I'm
the
just
orb
fucking
erupts,
around. Alright?
one
Again, I'm
loud,
interested to see where
last
Gale's
song
story
of
goes.
vengeance would
But like,
reverberate through the dark.
god
Wouldn't be
damn,
heroic
is he
end,
just like a smarmy
coarsely
piece of
poetic
shit?
enough in its
Also, how
justice.
much longer is this guy gonna fucking talk for? Like, it's like...
That is a great relief.
And then, of course, I'm like,
Oh,
fine,
great relief
Gale,
indeed.
you can stay,
Truly
alright?
my
I'm not gonna
soul
let you
steals
go
my
off
own.
on your own and bother
From all
other
my
people
new
with your
rallied heart,
nonsense and bullshit
I
because you're
thank
so
you.
useless you can't solve any of
thank
your
you
problems
all.
on your own.
I understand.
But
if you stand
of
against
course
me.
he's like way
I'm
too
humbled if
excited
you
about it.
stand
He's like,
with me.
"Oh my God, this means so
Either way,
much
I
to
will
me,
do my
and I'll never
best
let you
not
down.
to
You're like
let
the
you
greatest
down.
person ever, and I'll like
stand
worship
at
you
a
like a goddess.
precipice.
If that's
But
what
if
you
you do not
want, but
give
if
up
you don't
hope
want
and
that,
lead us
then
aright,
I'll be whatever you want.
I'll
You know."
fight.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'll
Gale,
resist as long as
calm
I
down,
can.
pal. Just be
Now,
yourself. So stop being so
even I
needy
am
and stop
tired of
being
the
so
sound of my
sad
own
and stop being
voice.
so pathetic. Yeah, I'll venture
Let us
forth
venture forth.
without you. Boom. Oh, here I am finding the wizard. Dollar store Gandalf. Fucking discount Dumbledore. Alright? Apparently this guy's like the most famous and powerful wizard in like Baldur's Gate lore. And like, holy fuck, how boring. Also, Gale is not in my party. Gale is not in my party. I have Lae'zel, Karlach, and Shadowheart at this point, but yet, for whatever reason, Gale shows up in the background, because Gale is a micromanaging little fucking baby boy who can't even be trusted to go off on his own. Like, he sees that I'm talking to his wizard friend, and he immediately shows up in the background and is just spying on us and pretending like he's not there, when he's very clearly, obviously there, watching over us. Also, fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. I know this video is all about a rant and rave about how much I fucking hate Gale of Waterdick, but like, goddamn, do I hate Elemenster pussy old man, because like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, this dude is such a fucking dick and a prick, and it's like, this is the company you keep, Gale. You keep the company of this fucking piece of shit, and I fucking hate this guy. You know, I just figured, I might as well get this fucking over with. And then here's Gale commenting on the area that we're in, you know? Again, Captain fucking Obvious. Thanks for the fucking input, pal. I could have thought of that. I did think of that, and then I thought of so much more interesting, fucking nuanced shit to say. Alright? But I'm not saying that now. I'm saying how much I hate you, and I hate your fucking old, dumb, fucking wizard friend. Alright? This guy fucking sucks. Also, how did you not recognize him? How did you not recognize him immediately from 5 miles off? Like, the dude is wearing all red and has a giant fucking Gandalf beard. Like, of course he's the fucking old wizard that you know. And then, of course, this guy is nothing but a vessel for Mistra, because it's all about Mistra. Like, I don't know. Again, this is probably my asshole atheist in me coming out. But, like, fuck gods, fuck goddesses, and not literally fuck goddesses, Gale. Alright? I know it's already too late, but I know as soon as I say the words out of my mouth, you're like, oh, you want me to fuck another goddess? Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. As you say, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Sure thing. Whatever you want. Anything you ask. Anything for you. Uh-huh. Oh, what's that? Somebody with authority told me to do something? Uh-huh. Yes. Let me get down on my knees and let me lick whatever you got in your fucking crotch region, and let me please beg for your forgiveness. I'm sorry, I'm such a fuck up and a failure, and I'm sorry I suck so much, but you know, I'm not gonna stop sucking, I'm not gonna change, I'm not gonna fucking grow. I'm gonna have to have you do all the fucking work for me, you know? You have to tell me what to fucking do, instead of me doing shit on my own because I want to do it, because I feel like it's the fucking right thing to do, huh? Also, fuck you. This is immediately where I turned on the old man. Alright? Get the fuck out of here. Alright? Literally, I chose the bottom option because there wasn't an option to say, fuck off, old man. You fucking piece of shit. Alright? And I didn't want to side with Gale because I hate Gale, but god damn it, do I hate this old fucking errand boy way more than I hate Gale. Like, Gale is a shit dick and a scumbag and a fuckface and a sad boy and a fucking, you know, emo little bastard. But like, god damn it, he's a character, he's a human being. You are a fucking walking doormat. You are a fucking golem and like a fucking puppet for other people to speak through. Alright? Like, also, you're like, what bits of personality do come out is that he's like you're even more needy than Gale. Like, this is why I hate the lot of you. Like none of the other characters are fucking needy. And, like, don't get me wrong, you know, it's not a bad thing to ask for help. It's not inherently wrong to be vulnerable and to be in a bad place. But, like, you know, you're a fucking adult, Gale. You were a powerful wizard before you got a tadpole in your brain, and you joined my fucking group just to mansplain every single fucking thing that ever happens. But, you know, like, I'm sorry, I'll help you out, but stop being such a fuck. Stop being such a piece of shit asshole. Alright? Get to the point, old man. Get to the point of why you're here. And, you know, honestly, it is pretty funny when you realize what he's come to say. You know where you went wrong, Gale. I am an old man who knows all, and I definitely know how to fuck the goddess Mistra better than you, or, you know, in actuality be fucked by her, because, you know, I'm an old man, I can't really do anything. But,
Mistra is aware of the misadventures.
not there's anything wrong with being fucked versus fucking, you know, I would love to be fucked, but, you know, I also fuck, alright? And I fucking hate Gale. And I fucking hate his old, boring, shitty fucking wizard friend. Like, some fucking friend this guy is. He fucking comes here on behalf of the fucking bitch goddess of fucking bitchery and is like, oh, hey, why don't you fucking kill yourself, you know? Alright? And, yeah, like, again, I'll probably like Gale, ultimately, just because I fucking hate Mistra. You know? Like, fuck you. What do you mean you're the goddess of magic? Like, I'm a goddamn barbarian, and I still have some fucking magic, and I sure as shit don't worship you.
And by the same token, do not discount your enemy.
Wow, hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. It's kind of funny that you're telling me not to discount shit when you're fucking discount dollar store Gandalf. Buddy, like, goddamn it, Gandalf is iconic. This guy is a fucking forgettable loser fuck. Like, Jesus Christ, I can't believe somebody has outcompeted Gale in the fucking loser competition of loser wizards who have nothing better to do than fucking suck up to powerful women around them, which, you know, might as well suck up to powerful women around you, you know? Certainly a lot better than any powerful men around you. But, like, you know, you can still be your own human being. You can still have a fucking backbone and fucking, you know, do what you want, alright? This is all fucking hogwash and bullshit and fucking nonsense. Fuck out of here, Gandalf of fucking nothing.
The orb.
The orb. Oh, yes, the orb. Wow, the wizards are talking about their orb. Hey, fellas, why don't you go ponder your fucking orb and see what the orb tells you to do, and then go do that, and maybe shut the fuck up and stop talking to me and arguing like petulant little fucking children.
This could be help.
Also, Dream Visitor, fuck right off. Get the fuck out of here, alright? I kind of like you, but I also don't like you. You're always like, oh, do the thing, accept the parasite. I'm definitely not anybody evil. I'm totally cool. I'm just like somebody in your dreams who's like helping you for like no ulterior motive, you know? And again, you're probably helping me with some ulterior motive too, you fuckface, alright? I'm real tempted to say win-win. Yep, I do say it. And then, of course, this little fucking baby man is like, don't sully this moment. How dare you disrespect me and Gale, even though we're the most fucking unrespectable men in the fucking universe. Holy shit. Like, but the problem I have with this old fuck is he's like, the problem I have with both of these men is that they expect things of you while giving nothing in return. This old man expects your respect and your admiration and whatever the fuck, and Gale expects you to be head over heels because he has a fucking beard and he talks fancy. Like, fuck off, man. Fuck off, both of you. I hope you both fucking die. Like, I don't know. I'll probably save Gale, but like, if I can kill you, old man, I will fucking kill you. Like, again, seriously, I know this is a rant about, against Gale, but like, this old man has like been the most sympathetic thing to fucking Gale. And also, Finally! Finally! Oh my god! He finally gave the message. Finally. After however fucking long it's been. It's just been talk. I get like fucking 3 sentences in. And then everybody's like, oh, how dare you voice your opinion and say what you will. Sorry, honey, the men are talking. The men are talking about the goddess, and we're kind of in our little clique group thing. And like, you know, how about you keep your opinions to yourself, you know? All right? And I don't know. I think I'm between 2 and 3. I wonder what I pick. All right? I think I'll find another way. Alright? Just out of spite for you, old man. Out of utter and complete vitriolic spite. Because, god damn it, I hate this guy. Like, honestly, I felt a little bit bad talking over all the dialogue. I feel no such thing talking over this old fuck wizard's dialogue. Because, like, who the fuck cares? Like, blah, 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 blah. If I wanted to hear some boring old man talk about shit that doesn't fucking matter, I wouldn't have dropped out of college. Alright? I dropped out of college because, you know what? I like being free. I don't like having some old fuck by the fucking virtue of the institution tell me what to think and how to fucking feel about everything. Alright? And Gale, shut the fuck up, man. Again, I'm trying my best to be on your fucking side. Alright? I mean, you say it was never less than memorable, but I don't remember a goddamn thing that motherfucker said other than he came on behalf of the goddess of magic to tell you to kill yourself. But,
chosen, he had no choice but to deliver
yeah, you know.
However much it pained him to do so.
Oh, I'm sure it pained him a great deal. That's why, like, the first thing he did when he showed up was like, oh, can you get me a drink and maybe some food too? And oh, not red wine. I prefer a nice white wine. Beggars can't be choosers, old man. Get to your fucking point and get the fuck out of my camp.
It is a strange feeling.
But yeah, and of course this guy has to wax philosophical and fucking sound like an absolute fucking prick. I'll leave you to your thoughts, because I don't want to talk to you.
A shame my first brush with the
And here we go!
Elminster
Will! Why I love Will so much. Why Will is great and fucking Gale is awful. Will is sensible. Will has his own principles. Will is a fucking man. A respectable man. A man who wants to do good in spite of anything that might come to him. Gale wants to do good, but he wants to do it at zero cost. He wants to just fucking soar through life and have nothing bad ever happen to him. And just expect everything good to work out for him. But like, no, you gotta work towards that shit, Gale, and you gotta make sacrifices, and you gotta do the right thing. You need to not be such a whiny little bitch baby about it.
I can't believe Mistra's demanding Gale sacrifice
And then Astarion, a very funny man. Again, I love Astarion, you know? I will more than likely romance literally everybody else before I romance Gale. You know? But yeah. And then Karlach. And then this is really funny. It's hilarious that Karlach is the closest person to Gale and yet did not hear a single thing that they were talking about. Like, she was just off in her own world, not paying attention, and then you have to tell her everything that happens. And of course, Karlach, being a sensible, nice person, like, has the sensible, smart take. This is why I like Karlach.
Mistra.
You know?
I mean, this is a lot to take in.
Because, like, she's fallible, but she's, like, brave and strong and smart and dumb, and she's dynamic. She's not one note. And, like, Gale's not one note, but all his notes are fucking sad and pathetic and whiny and bad. And, like, he's just, like, every time he flirts with you, he thinks he's so cool and hot when he could be, like, anything further from that. But, yeah, no, again, Karlach, great point. Fucking wizards, man. Fucking dumb shits.
Even the
And
Githyanki
then
have heard tell of the Sage of
Lae'zel.
Shadowdale.
Again, I
Some
love
of his works
Lae'zel.
have been
I am
translated
a
to
Lae'zel
Tissu.
fan.
That
I will
doesn't
be
mean
standing for
every
no
word carries
Lae'zel
wisdom,
slander in the
however.
comments. You know,
Near as
you
I
can
can
slander
tell,
anyone
Mistra
and everyone
demands
else.
Gale's
Fuck,
faith,
slander
but he'll have no
Karlach even.
faith in
But for
him.
the love of God,
Why
do
else
not
would she
slander
demand Gale
Lae'zel.
sacrifice
Or do it.
himself,
Again, I'm
and
not your
perhaps
fucking
so
mommy,
many
you know?
others?
I'm not
Does
going to
she
tell
not
you what to
think
do.
he can
Do what you
destroy the
want. You're your own
Absolute with his
person.
own immense
Say what you want.
talents?
Say what you feel.
Does she not
Like
know the
Lae'zel
mighty
does.
company
You
that
know?
he keeps,
She has her own
demanding
perspective,
Vlaakith may
but she
be,
has a
but
perspective
she acts
that
for
is
the
her
good of the
own.
Githyanki
You know?
people.
She might be loyal
Mistra
to
is
the
concerned
to
only
the
for
queen and
herself.
you know, her crest, but that's how she grew
Perhaps
up.
he'd
That's
find
what she
forgiveness in a
knows.
fiery
And
death.
yet she feels
But I
doubts,
can't
you know?
help but
And I like her.
wonder
She's a
why
good
he
dynamic
wanted it
character.
all.
And
Can't
then
believe Mistra
Shadowheart
actually expects
says
Gale to just
this, you know?
sacrifice
I
himself like
couldn't
that.
disagree more.
Seems like a
Gale's
waste of
not
a
a fine
fine
mind.
mind.